What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the Arizona Youth Alive podcast. I am so excited that you would take time out of your day to watch this. If it's your first time watching, just to let you know, every first and third Wednesday of the month, we release a new video, and we're talking about the idea of influence. I'm really passionate about influence and helping people give away influence and increase their influence. And why am I so passionate about that is because I believe this. Leadership is all about influence. And if we're able to influence better, if we're able to increase our influence, then we're increasing our leadership. And so that's what I really want to do. But question of the day, quick question of the day, and comment below. Let me know, all right? I need to know from you, what is the best definition of yeet you can give me? That would really help me. I am getting old. I have an almost 2-year-old, and I'm just saying, I need to know these answers, all right? So help me out. All right, sound good? Cool. Well, hey, my friends, I am, as you might have known, if you came to the One Day a couple weeks ago, we launched a Speed the Light drive. And what we're doing is this: we're raising money for 7 project equipment. What does that mean? We're raising money through Speed the Light for a sound system and a truck that we can take all throughout Arizona and do school assemblies with and present the gospel to students in schools throughout the state. And so we launched out the One Day, and we're going with it all the way to Youth Convention, where we're going to take a big offering at Youth Convention, which is going to be sick. And anyway, you should be a part of that. What we'll do is, if you don't know what this project really is, at the very end of this podcast, we will show a video explaining what we're doing. So stick around if you want to watch that. And then if you want to download it or share it, whatever, the link for that will be in the description below. So just make sure you stick around or download it, whatever you want to do, and help share this. But let's get creative. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you're doing. So what would be really helpful, an idea. What if you went to Instagram, right? Tagged us on posts. Go to AZ Youth Alive and tag us in some posts. And I want to know, what are you doing for Speed the Light this year? What is your youth group going to do? Or what do you feel like God is the number that God is calling you to raise? Last year, God put on my wife and I's heart to give $2,000, and we did. And it was one of the scariest things in the entire world, but my goodness, we saw God do great things in our personal life through that. And so I would love to know, what is God doing in your life as you give generously? Or what are some creative things that you're doing to raise money for missions? And it's not just for me, right? I mean, I am the missionary that oversees Youth Alive, but this is for students all across the state to know Jesus. So go to Instagram, post a story, post it on your timeline what God is doing, what you're trying to raise, or what God has called you to do, or whatever, and tag us in it. I want to know. And then what we'll do is we'll feature it, we'll show it, and let's share our stories together. And because as we do that, you never know what your story and what you're doing, how it could inspire someone else. Can we do that? Let's do that. Awesome. Let's reach students. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to take a drink from our Speed the Light mug. Man, that drink tasted like missions. Sorry. All right, here we go. So my question for you today, my friends, is this: are you a next level person? Are you a next level person? What I want to talk about today is being next level. What does that mean? Maybe you're like this. Here's what I think. Over the past several months, this idea of being a next level leader has been on my mind, or just I've been complimenting people, saying, "Hey, that was next level, bro," or "You're a next level person." And I really like this thought. To me, a next level person is they're just someone that makes the room better. When you walk into the room, things just get better. When you walk into the room, it's a breath of fresh air. Or you just have a great attitude all the time. Or man, you just do things well. Like you go above and beyond. Like you're just a next level person. You know what I mean? Not that they're better than anybody else. They're just awesome. You know what I mean? Maybe you know someone who's a next level person. And I'm just saying, I want to be one. So let me ask you this. Are you a next level person? So what I want to do is I want to give you some habits today. I want to talk about some habits of a next level leader. And let's go for it, all right? So I'm going to give you 4 habits of a next level leader. Now, this is not exhaustive, okay? So I'm sure there's many more habits of a next level person that you can comment below. Say, hey, this is what another next level person. This is what another habit of a next level person is. I want to know what you think. Comment below. What do you think? What do you think a next level person does? All right. So here we go. 4 habits of a next level person. Number 1 is this: next level people make teachability a habit. Basically, next level people are not know-it-alls, right? Have you ever known somebody who's always right? Isn't that annoying? Isn't it annoying for people who always have the right answer and they're never wrong? That's not the heart of a next level person. Here's why. I believe this, that leaders are constantly growing. Leaders are constantly getting better. Next level people have this understanding that I don't have it all figured out. Next level people have this understanding that I'm never going to arrive, okay? I'm always growing. I'm always learning. If I hire a staff member or if I bring on an intern, my number 1 thing is this: are you teachable? Can you take correction? Because if you can, you're always going to get better. And here's the thing: as a leader, I can't lead people to a place I've not gone before, right? Does that make sense? I can't lead someone somewhere that I've not been or I'm not going. So if I'm constantly being teachable, I'm constantly learning, meaning I'm constantly growing and going forward. And so if I'm constantly growing and going forward, I always have some place to bring someone with me. So if you're constantly growing, you're leading at the next level. Next level people are teachable. Next level people make the habit of asking questions. How do you stay teachable? Ask questions. Me as a leader, I in our office, I sometimes I always feel bad about how much I ask questions. Our other Youth Alive directors in the country, I ask so many questions. Not because I want to be annoying. I know I am. But not because I want to be annoying, but because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. And these people who have done it way better than me. So I'm not going to think I have it all together. I'm not going to think I've got it all figured out. I'm going to approach things with humility and ask questions and be teachable. Next level people are teachable. Number 2, next level people go the extra mile. Have you ever known somebody that you asked them to do something? Maybe you're a youth pastor, you asked one of your leaders to do something, or you're in a campus club leader, you asked someone to do something and they just did the bare minimum, and it makes you really you got the job done, but whoop-de-doo. I don't think that's the next level person. I think the next level people go the extra mile. They live life and they do things with excellence. I'd say this: next level people do more than what's expected of them. I genuinely believe that is the heart of a servant. I genuinely believe that is the heart of God, is that we go the extra mile, right? You know what I mean? We do what more than what's expected of us. If you're leading a campus club, how do you make yourself valuable to the school? How do you make yourself valuable? Then don't just have a club meeting and then leave the room up just a mess. You know what I mean? Go above and beyond. Leave that classroom better than you found it. Or go the extra mile. Do things that no one else is willing to do. Be the type of person that says, I'm going to see trash on the floor. Just the other day, I was walking around in a high school talking to a teacher, and I saw a piece of trash on the floor. You know what I did? She didn't tell me to. I picked it up and I threw it away. Not because she told me to, and not because I'm trying to be impressive or anything like that, but because I want to be a next level person. I want to go the extra mile. When people think of Youth Alive, I want them to think, hey, they make places better. Next level people go the extra mile. You want to know how to gain favor really quick? Go the extra mile. If you're a youth pastor, how do you win your pastor over quicker than others? You go the extra mile. You do more than what's expected of you. Don't do the bare minimum. Next level people go the extra mile. Number 3, next level people learn how to celebrate other people. All right. So one time I knew this lady growing up. Her name was Norma Jean. Nope, not the metal band. Also, it was not Marilyn Monroe. Her name was Norma Jean. She's an author. She's pretty fantastic, actually. She's a sweet old lady. But Norma Jean once said this to me. I'll always remember it. She said, Christian, hurt people hurt people. What does that mean? People who are always carrying around an offense, people who are always bitter, people who are always jealous or always negative will bring that into relationships and they will project that onto other people. So if I'm a bitter person, I'm going to bring bitterness into my relationships. I'm going to bring jealousy into my relationships. I'm always offended in my relationships, and I'm going to hurt people because of it. Because hurt people will hurt people, all right? So the same goes for this. Secure people. Here's what I mean by that. If I'm living life with security, I'm going to make other people feel secure around me. Because next level people live life with a security that says, you know what? I got God in me. I got everything I need in me. So I don't need to live my life with jealousy because I have every reason to be secure in myself. And even if you have what I want, even if you're doing what I want, I'm going to make a habit of celebrating you. That is because next level people celebrate other people. Secure people. Next level people celebrate what God is doing in others. You will never find a next level person talking down about somebody because they're doing what you want to do. So let's say you see a campus club leader on Instagram, or you see another youth pastor on Instagram who's just killing it. A next level person says, man, that is so awesome. I'm so excited for what God is doing in your life. I'm so excited for what God is doing in your church, in your school. Man, you're awesome. You're an inspiration. I'm so excited for you. That's the next level person. A hurt person, an offended person says, man, I can't believe that. Why is that not happening for me? A next level person does not look at that and say, why is it not happening for me? A next level person says, I'm going to celebrate you because we are in this together. Secure people. Next level people support. They celebrate and they bring the best out of people. If you can make a habit of celebrating people, you will bring the best out of them. Number 4, last one. Next level people live with joy. Next level people live with joy. Let me tell you the thing that upsets me the most. I think the thing that hands down bothers me more than anything else ever is cynicism. I cannot stand cynical people. You're like, Christian, that's harsh. You can't stand people? Yeah, well, if people who are constantly cynical, constantly negative, constantly pessimistic, I don't think that's a next level person. I think there's something to be said about realism, just being honest. And there's times to be critical. There's times for that. But I don't think living life with cynicism gets you anywhere. What is cynicism? Cynicism always makes excuses for why I'm here. Cynicism always says it's your fault that I'm here, or that I'm not further along, or I can't believe my situation. A next level person does not live with cynicism. Next level people, they live with joy and they live with hope for the future. Next level people have this idea that right now I might not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I should be. And so I have a reason to hope. I have a reason to look forward. I have a reason to be excited. Now let me tell you, my friends, I don't always get this right. This is a really hard one for a lot of us. But I'm telling you what, the people who can live their life with joy through all circumstances are the ones that are going to continue to grow. Negativity doesn't hurt anybody but you. Negativity doesn't get you further. Cynicism doesn't get you further. Living life with joy, living life with hope, living life with positivity it might not change your situation right away, but you will have the ability to go forward. If you live life with negativity and cynicism, you're going to destroy yourself. You're going to short circuit what God wants to do in your life. Live life with joy. Next level people are joyful people. Now, I think this, if you're a Christian, you and I, we have every reason to be joyful. Every single reason. Every reason to live life with joy. So what I want to do is this. I'm going to give you a couple scriptures. You can write them down or look them up later. And hey, do this. If you want to post about one of these scriptures, maybe read it and screenshot it, make a post about it. Let me know what God is doing if one of these scriptures speaks to your heart. I want to know. That'd be awesome. Let us know on Instagram. But here's some scriptures that I think Christians, this is our promise. This is joy for us. So I'm going to read them to you, and you can look them up later. Nehemiah 8:10, Jeremiah 29:11, Philippians 1:6, Romans 15:13, Romans 8:24 and 25, Colossians 3:1 and 2. Let me read those again. Nehemiah 8:10, Jeremiah 29:11, Philippians 1:6, Romans 15:13, Romans 15:13, Romans 8:24 and 25, Colossians 3:1 and 2. I encourage you to go look at those because they speak truth. They're so good, and it's why we have hope. There's so many more, but if one of those scriptures speaks to you and it hits you right where you are today, do me a solid. Go post about it. I want to know. If you're a student, just screenshot it or whatever you want to do. Go on the Bible app, make a graphic out of it, post about it. Let me see what God is doing in your life, and then tag us in it. We'll feature you. I want to know. As well, I think people that live life with joy are attractive. I want to be around people who are joyful all the time. You know what I mean? Like someone who is constantly in good spirits, constantly joyful, is Griffin McGrath. I mean, the man's gone through some stuff. You know what I mean? And he's always living with joy. He's a next level person. And what does that do? That makes him attractive to people. It makes people want to be around him. It makes people want to invite him to be a part of their lives. Cynicism will get you nowhere. Cynicism, I would argue, would make people not want to be around you. Next level people live life with joy. Joy is attractive. Let's be next level people. So quick recap. Next level people are teachable. Next level people go the extra mile. Next level people celebrate people. Next level people are joyful. Sound good? So hey, here's what I want you to do. Share stories of what God is doing through Speed the Light, what you feel God has called you to raise money about, or how much the goal or whatever, or what you're doing to raise missions money. Share those stories. I want to know, and let's encourage others with what God has called you to do in this season. And man, I'm telling you what, let's make it happen. Let's give to Speed the Light so that students here in the state get to know Jesus, and maybe post those scriptures of what God is doing and tag us AZ Youth Alive. It's going to be really encouraging to see, and I'm so proud of all of you. This is going to be the best school year I believe we've seen ever. I think it's going to be fantastic. All right, so let's be next level people. Next episode, we got my friend Tel Masters with us. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be really great. So tune in next time. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Stick around for the Speed the Light video that's going to play right after this. I love you guys so much. Let's reach every student in every school. What if I told you that you could have an impact in students' lives all over Arizona? What would you do? You see, right now, that possibility is real. About a year ago, my wife and I, we stepped out and we started Youth Alive here in Arizona. And right now, God is calling us to reach students in schools all over Arizona. But you see, we need some help. Right now, we're depending on the local church to provide materials needed to do this. But what we are raising money for through Speed the Light is a truck, a trailer, and a sound system that we can use to go all around Arizona into schools just like this one. We're about to do a school assembly today. And we get to present the students one message of hope in the daytime. And in the evening, we get to present to them the message of the gospel. God is changing lives in Arizona. And I wonder if you want to be a part of it. Your Speed the Light giving can help us reach students in every school in Arizona. So we're sitting here in an empty auditorium right now. Here in a few minutes, it's going to be filled with students that are going to get to hear a message of hope. And then tonight, we're going to be able to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with them. What your Speed the Light giving does for us is it enables us the proper equipment needed for sound equipment, a trailer to tote all of our sound system, and a truck to go all throughout Arizona and bring the gospel to schools in every community in Arizona. It is our heart to see every student in every school reach for Jesus. Your Speed the Light giving helps make this possible. Would you help us reach every student in every school?
Everything will be alright. Every little thing, every little everything will be alright.
We just finished our assembly outreach for tonight, and man, God did amazing things. Tonight we saw about 100 students come back to the evening rally. Around 70 students made decisions to follow Jesus for the first time. Speed the Light helps make it possible for us to come and do these events all over Arizona. So as you give, I want you to understand something. You're giving and students are hearing the message of Jesus. Thank you for giving to Speed the Light.